My phone is right here with me. I am going to be keeping in touch with you through the chats. I'm reading the chats and we're going to be having the conversation together. Good morning once again. Again, my name is Hassan Abdullah, your facilitator, and I believe you may have been pre-introduced into what the Safe Online program is. But jumping right into business, would like with us talking about what vulnerability of data or how vulnerable our data are these days. When you carry out research or based on the research that we have done so far, most of our computer networks and our phones are very, very vulnerable to CH from hackers and viruses, meaning that whatever we do on our fingertips is very, very vulnerable for malicious hackers to get in touch with it, which puts us at risk, right? Different statistics has said different things about how many people have been affected by um, hackers and viruses, but the one that we're going to be talking about is more than 310,000 people have been affected by this. And between 2013 and 2015, Facebook and Google has lost over $100 million and more to online hackers, right? So the importance of us having this safe online program is to know how to stay safe and stay wary of these online hackers so we do not fall victim. Along the line, I'm going to be asking us if we are following, are you with me? And I would really appreciate if you can participate in the chat box. I'll be asking questions and you'll be sharing all on the chat box. I'm going to be reading them out. Good morning, Olasukami. I cannot pronounce your first name or your son name. My name is Hassana. So I'm going to be reading in the chats while we're having this conversation because I expect all of us to participate in this. This is supposed to last for 1 hour. I'll try as much as possible to be as fast as I can so we can cover up the slides that we have for today. If you're with me, kindly send an emoji or any reaction on the chat box so that I'm aware that we're in this together. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you, Ahmed Abdul Fattah. I hope you're getting the slides at the end of the class. Yes, you are. I see lots of this. We're in this together. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to do a small game and it's called Habits Game. The way this game works is I'll ask you a question and you would score yourself. The score is for you to know your habits online. We want to get to share our habits online. You score yourself 0 if you have never done it. You score yourself 1 if you have tried it once. And you score yourself 2 if you have tried it more than once. So the next set of questions I'm going to be asking you is your habit online. So if it's something you've never done before, you score yourself 0. If it's something you have tried once, you score yourself 1. If it's something you've tried more than once, you score yourself 2. Now, this is the set of questions. If you can read it, you can score yourself already, and then we'll have a cumulative and then we'll share, right? I log onto the internet every day, or I use the internet more often on a daily basis. A reminder, if you log onto the internet every day, you can score yourself 2. That means you do it more than once. If you do not log onto the internet every day, you can score yourself 0, or you only like log onto it once in a week, you try it once, you can score yourself 1. That's how the flow is going to be. Most of us are 2. I think I am also a 2. I connect to my friends, clients, customers through social media. This is the second one. I believe I am a 2, and I believe most of us now that have access to the internet are also 2. Sakina is 2, Temitaya Ajayi is 2. I share my information on all my social media. This particular one is quite dicey. Do you share your information on all social media handle? For me, tried once. For me, it is 1 because I share my information, but not all, and not on all my social media handle. Thank you very much for the response. Zero. Some people say zero. Most people are one like me. Now I'll pick two more, so we'll continue to the next for us to be fast. I share my PIN or password with someone. I don't do this, so it's zero for me. Most people also said zero. And then the last one I'll pick is I have commented these words or some of these words online before. One, you go explain, no evidence. I haven't done this. Two is comrade. Some people comment DJ YK. The other one is, oh, what is there? Okay. Another one is, this is the Zobo in the mud, serve breakfast, mule, fear women. Some people comment all of these phrases or slangs on social media. If it's something that you do, if this is your habit online, you can score yourself to know how frequently you use these phrases. Okay. Jagede Kende said zero. Adibayo said two. Other people are also commenting. 0.4. Okay, no, it was question 4. Your word. Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much, everybody. So we're going into the program better now, and we're starting with the internet. We're going to be talking about what the internet is, what it connects, and what it can be used for. Now, the internet is a network that links computer and allows information to flow from one computer to another. It is like a web. That's why most times they call it web browser. A web with the spider in the middle. The spider is you and your computer connecting to different other parts of the web and the internet, which connects to different other computers, sharing information and flow of data. The web browser helps you to connect to websites and different web pages. They call it a web because it is like a spider web and it is interconnected, sharing the flow of data and information from one end to another, from one connection to another connection, from one computer to another computer. So it is a network that connects computers together. The internet is used for communication, research, entertainment, and work. Currently, I am using the internet for work. In my leisure time, I use the internet for entertainment and to be able to communicate to my family, my friends, my colleague. I use the internet for communication. To carry out research work and paperwork, I also use the internet, right? It could be the same thing or it is the same thing for every one of us here that are connected on this particular space today. The internet is a vast network of computers linked via a network worldwide, all of those technical terms, but the general idea is that the internet links all of us together in our different locations. Once we're connected to the internet, we have access to each other. We're communicating, we're working, we are learning, we are researching, and we are carrying out purposes all on the internet. Are we together on this? Are we together on this before I go on? Yes, thank you, Samuel Olua de Mila de. Thank you, Hassanat. That's my namesake. Thank you, everybody. Now, what is a search engine? We cannot talk about the internet without mentioning what the search engine is. It is a program that helps you find information, as easy as that. When you type in certain words that are related to what you're looking for, it may not even be correct, as long as it is close. They'll bring out results for you quickly, even with millions of websites online. It will streamline what you're looking for and bring it out for you. That is what a search engine is. A software program that helps you find information you're looking for using certain words or phrases. There are many search engines that contain different websites where you can find more information on the topic you have searched. It could be on anything. You can go on Google, go on Bing. There's Internet Explorer from Microsoft, there's Mozilla Firefox, there's Safari, there's Phoenix, there are a whole lot. Social media is used to share about your personal life and connect with people. You can go on the search engine and search on anybody's name, and it will be linked to their social media accounts. The search engine is that wide and that broad. It can go and look for any information, wherever it is inculcated, as long as it is online or uploaded, you're going to find the information. Moving on, how do you know whether you're secure on the internet? Can somebody share with us? Just drop a text. Is there a way you know on your own whether or not you're secured on the internet? I need like 1 or 2 people to confirm. Do you know where you're secure? Somebody said HTTPS. Is Chat GPT a search engine? Chat GPT is an AI that comes in form of a search engine. It works like a search engine, but it is not, or it is a website. And I would answer that questions later. Kindly remind me at the end of the session. I'll take all the questions and then I'll answer it. Somebody said a strong password, and there are many ways to know. Okay, we're going to learn more about whether or not we are secure on the internet. Jeremiah Paul said by not clicking anyhow links. Jegede said when you don't expose password on internet and also have a strong password, we're all correct, and it makes me glad that we are aware of all of these things. Moving on to sensitive information. What is sensitive information? What information do you categorize as private? What information do you say, okay, this should be out here, this should not, this is what I want to share, this is what I do not want to share? We're going to talk about all of that. Personal information about you that should be protected from other people is what we call sensitive information. These are just information that should not be shared with anybody. And it is information that you have chosen. Oh, this particular information about me, the kind of job that I do not want to share it with anybody else. Or the kind of food that I eat every day, I do not want to share with anybody else. Oh, my age is a very sensitive information for me, so I do not want to share it. So your personal data or personal information, things about you that you do not want to share to the outside world or to the internet community or the online community, is what we classify as sensitive information. Now, some of these are what we have streamlined to be very, very sensitive information that you should not share to an unknown person, especially posting it online, or whether it is online, offline, meeting a stranger for the first time. This is certain sensitive information that we have streamlined for you that you should not share, because they contain information that could be used to scam you, used to harm you, or bring harm towards you and people around you, because it doesn't end with you. Once you have been scammed and you are fallen into their trap, it is a network like the internet, because from you, they can go to someone close to you. It could be in a WhatsApp group chat that from you, they are linked to other members of that group chat. So you have jeopardized your privacy and everybody else's privacy. Now, this is a BVN, our ATM card details. It may seem like, oh, we know all of these things, but the purpose is to make it more known, more aware. It should be at the top of our mind, because these days, these hackers are becoming very, very crafty, and they may just manipulate us into giving certain information without us realizing it, right? So your phone and your SIM card password is also a sensitive information. Your national identity numbers, your name, your PVC, your permanent voters card, and then medical records like your blood type, disease, etc. This last one is flexible or conditional based on you do not know when emergencies may come up. But whatever information that you have chosen is sensitive and personal to you, you do not share it. These ones being very key and important parts. Are we together on this?
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, what is privacy? Thank you, Ayeto. Moving on, have you ever considered who sees your photos or text online? Do you think everybody's entitled to have access to certain information about you? You can just drop one or two contributions about it. Do you think everybody has the right or is entitled to have access to certain information about you, like your name, your PIN, your nickname, your best friend? Have you ever considered who sees your posts or text online? Not everyone, right? Of course not. No, not everybody is entitled. Thank you, everybody. Somebody said yes, why not? You see, we have different opinions and we're going to share and see how. Somebody said there must be a restriction to such. Another person said no. Also, another person said they could share information to people online, right? So we're going to discuss about all of that. Also, do you think you have a control over people that see your post online and people that are entitled to see this? Okay, somebody started a YouTube channel. That is wonderful. Depending on the relationship. Yes, it also depends on the relationship. Yes, you can do that. You can control people who have access to your photos online, of course, and also have control over people who view it. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to be pondering on this, and we're going to use this name Jacob as an example. If there's a Jacob here, I'm sorry, we didn't create this slide with you in mind, but Jacob is having a conversation with a lady he just met in school. So what is the information you think Jacob will share and why? You will also have to contribute for this, right? Jacob just met somebody for the first time, whether or not in school or anywhere. What is the information you think he would share to them and why? There's the name, date of birth. Would he share his age, his phone number, his current job or school or business, name, age, and hobbies? Okay, Adil Hassanat, name and surname, Balu Latif, hobbies, contact address, favorite meal, biggest fears, his account balance. Jacob is a baller. He wants to share his account balance. Name, address, okay. Name and phone number is okay. Name, because that's the first point of contact to everybody. That's correct. Biodata. Biodata is also correct. We have all of this. BVN. No, you will not share your BVN, no, Samuel. Somebody said he wants to share his BVN. Okay. Okay, there's name, phone number, hobbies, and job that people feel is basic, so you can share. Where for me, I can only share you with my name and my hobbies. My phone number is depending on the kind of network that I want to create with you or the kind of friendship that I want to create with you. There are some people that I just meet for the first time. I'm like, I don't think I want to keep in touch with this person, and I do not share my phone number to them. So it can be relative to you and the information that you're comfortable with sharing to somebody you just met. Thank you very much. Now, what exactly is privacy? All of us being aware of what we want to share and not to share is us being aware of our privacy, right? So people can share their BVN, they don't care about their privacy. But some of us only want to share our name, some of us only want to share our hobbies, some of us only want to share our phone number without sharing our hobbies and our account balances. But knowing the information that you want to share or not would help you protect your personal information in order to not fall victims for scammers or online hackers. So being aware and conscious of whatever you push out there, both online or introductory to somebody you're just seeing for the first time, is you knowing your privacy, knowing what information is private to you and what you're making available online and offline to other people. Moving on, who should see Emeka's post? Emeka is an upcoming music artist who just recorded his first single. So if he posts online, who do you think he will want to view his post? we can share. It could be, okay, somebody said public. Another person said public also. Fans. Somebody said fans. He's he just recorded his first single. Everybody on the list. Okay. Somebody said both friends, friends of friends, and public. Everyone, everybody. All right then. That is Emeka knowing who he wants to send or pushing things out to the right audience. The story of Emeka brings us to the next touch point, which is your post and the right audience. How do you ensure that you choose the right audience to view your post? Facebook has the option of you choosing who you want to see your post. For each post that you're putting online on Facebook, you have the option of post to just friends, post to friends of friends, and post to public. On WhatsApp, there's WhatsApp privacy in your contacts. Now you can select your contacts except only share with particular people. So for every particular post you want to put on your WhatsApp status, if you have people on your contacts that you do not need to see that post that you're pushing, it's just to set the status privacy and ensure that only the people that you want would view it. Now on Instagram, you can choose to make your account private. That way, not everybody can view your profile. People who do not follow you, who you have not granted access to view your profile, would not have access to it. Are we together on this? Thank you. I am also with you. Now, what is cookies and how does it concern your privacy online? I'm sure when we're using the search engine or the web browser online, when you're trying to read an article, you just see different articles popping up. They're called cookies. Oh, accept this cookie, do this with this cookie, check this cookie detail or anything. What are these cookies? These cookies are tool advertiser, excuse me, used to track your online activity. Now, all of these cookies come up and it shows in front of you for whatever website you're using. Once you accept this cookie, that particular site can track your online activity so that they can target you with specific ads, meaning that your information or your browsing information or your online information activity is saved. So the next time there's an advert relating to that particular topic that you're reading or that particular page you're on, you're going to see it automatically. So the cookies help the website to collect your personal information and your preference. That's personal information like your location, things you may prefer, so that the next time that they are sending an ad or next time they are targeting, pushing ads out, you're going to be among one of those people that are going to see their advertisement online. Now, the website usually visits, ask your browser to store this information on your phone or your computer. So if you must accept these cookies, ensure that the website that you are on is at least safe or encrypted, meaning that at the top of the web address, you will see a padlock sign. That means that our website is safe and it is encrypted. So if you're receiving cookies on that website and it is interfering with your work on that particular website, you can accept the cookies. It also has options of you selecting preferences in that particular cookies. Are we together on this?
Yes, ma'am, very well.
Thank you.
Yes,
Whatever questions we have, particularly any relating to anything that we have here, we'll take them after the class. Thank you. Now, applications and permissions. This is one thing that we want you to also be very wary about. Be mindful of the applications or softwares you allow permission. There are certain apps, applications that you download on your phone, on your laptop, then it brings out a pop-up icon or a pop-up question. Oh, grant so application permission to do so and so in your phone or your computer. Ensure that these applications are safe. Make sure that there is no chance of your information being stolen from this application, because some of these applications can collect your personal or steal your personal information. So for apps that you're using like Microsoft Office, that different applications that you may be installing on your laptop, they may seek permission to make changes to your computer, right? If you're sure that that particular application you're installing is going to be safe for you and your usage, then you can accept permission, or you can grant permission to allow that website or that application to make changes to your computer. But not all applications are that safe to use. That is why we are being wary or talking about how to be careful and in granting applications to in granting permissions to applications, excuse me. Moving on, we are going to be talking about Wi-Fi. What is Wi-Fi? What have we used Wi-Fi for? How do we stay safe? You are using Wi-Fi. How do we protect our information while we're connecting to different Wi-Fis? We're going to be talking about it in this part. Again, we're going to ask ourselves questions regarding Wi-Fi. Have you ever connected to a public Wi-Fi before, anybody? I am in the chat box. Then have you ever connected? No, somebody said no. Some people said yes. Have you ever connected to a Wi-Fi and then use it to download movies or log on to Facebook? Like you connected to a Wi-Fi, then while you're connected to that Wi-Fi, somebody said never. You use it to log on to Facebook, WhatsApp, maybe transfer money to customers on a free public Wi-Fi, or update your applications when connected to a public Wi-Fi. Often and often, not so public, okay? Regularly. Yeah, somebody say yes, that I like it when it's free. Okay, we all like free things, Abby. Okay, somebody else said often, somebody said several times, your school Wi-Fi, even environment Wi-Fi. Somebody uses it to do the unthinkable. Wonderful. So we all connect, most of us connect to a public Wi-Fi's. All right then. What do you think will happen if a fraudster has access to your personal information? We're used to calling them Yahoo boys, but I don't like using that word. I like calling them what they are, fraudsters or hackers or malicious hackers. What do you think would happen if they should have access to your personal information, like your BVN, your ATM card PIN, or your phone password? What do you think would happen if they have access? That can also work. Another person said the same thing. Gunners, Otilo. All of this, we all have our opinions too. Your data information is a gunner. Okay. Imagine what will happen when someone can spy and monitor your activities online. End of discussion. Somebody said hack into your information and loot all your funds. All of these are correct. Adebayo said that is why they say I will defraud Bele. Okay, they will defraud you. Of course, that is free access to wipe everything. That is all correct. We're running, our imaginations are running wild. Now that we've heard that they can have access to our BVN, let me tell you something about how Wi-Fi works. First of all, not all Wi-Fi are free Wi-Fi, public or private. Wi-Fi is wireless. it uses radio signals and allows us to connect to the internet, right? But there are serious risks when you connect to a public Wi-Fi that is not secured. So before you connect to any public Wi-Fi, you need to be able to identify whether that Wi-Fi is safe or not. Because again, not every Wi-Fi is free Wi-Fi. I'm going to explain why not every Wi-Fi is free Wi-Fi and how our information is at risk by connecting to Wi-Fi anyhow. My colleague will say if you connect anyhow, you collect anyhow. That is exactly how it works. Connecting to public Wi-Fi or even some private Wi-Fi can put your information and privacy at risk. Are we together on this?
Yes, very well, ma.
Thank you. Now, excuse me, public Wi-Fi and its risk. Scammers or anybody can see what you do online, meaning they can monitor your web traffic. The way public Wi-Fi works is that anybody that is connected to that particular Wi-Fi, the next person can track your web traffic, what you're doing online. It is trackable once you're connected to a public Wi-Fi that is not secured. Your sensitive information, like your BVN, your bank app login number, can be stolen. If you connect to a public Wi-Fi and you use it to log into your bank app, that is also part of your web traffic, meaning that once online scammers hack into that public Wi-Fi, your bank app login number is going to be at risk and it is going to be stolen because that public Wi-Fi has been hacked. Scammers can install a virus that can damage your phone. They create a Wi-Fi link and put it out there. You'd see it and think it is a public Wi-Fi or a free Wi-Fi, but immediately you're connecting to it, you're downloading a virus into your phone or your system, which will give them access into your phone and your system and make it what? Make you vulnerable to their hacking abilities. Exactly. So it is very, very important to know that not all free Wi-Fi are free Wi-Fi, especially when it is public, because it can easily be hacked. The information will easily be out there, be put out there for anybody to have access to it. And that puts us at a very big risk once our sensitive information are all out there, right? So if you connect anyhow to any Wi-Fi, what you collect, you don't like it. So most of us that like free things, not all free things are good for us. So we should learn how to be careful and ensure that the particular Wi-Fi that we're connecting to is secured or encrypted. I'm going to be talking about it coming up. Are we together?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Thank you. Now, how do you know that the particular Wi-Fi you're making use of is safe? It will ask you for a password before you connect. Most safe Wi-Fi ask you for password. That means that you're sure that it is safe or protected. Then it is from a trusted and reliable source. For example, Google Station Wi-Fi or certain organizations Wi-Fi, like universities have Wi-Fis that they make available free for students after they've paid their tuition fee and bandwidth fee and all of that, right? So that is from a trusted and reliable source. Even that sometimes asks for password. Then the type that is from a trusted and reliable source that may not ask for password can also be from your close family and friends. Even those ones, you have to ensure that it is encrypted or protected by either wired equivalent privacy or wired privacy access. All of these ensures that all information sent is being encrypted or scrambled. This means that the information that you're making use of or your browsing history that you're seeing normally on your phone, on the other end, it is scrambled. They can only see jargons. So once something is encrypted, it means it protects you, and whoever wants to have access to your browsing history or your browsing information, they would not see the particular part that you're saying. They will not see your sensitive information that will put you at risk. Most laptop connections and hotspots connection has these options of showing you that it is encrypted or protected or not. Another thing to know is knowing that, okay, the network name aligns with the location of the host. If you're connecting with your colleague and you and your colleague are in one location, for instance, I and my colleague work in Ikeja. So if my colleague is going to put on his hotspot for me to connect to the Wi-Fi, the location should show that he's also in Ikeja, not another location. So the network name align with the location of the host. You can also use online testing tools. This is a safe site. If you go to F-Secure to show or test and ensure that this Wi-Fi you're connecting to is safe for you. The next thing you should consider, or the things that we are supposed to consider before choosing or connecting to any Wi-Fi in order for us to be protected, are as follows. Again, I explained how to figure out when a Wi-Fi is safe. Now we need to consider who is hosting the Wi-Fi. You need to consider the source of the Wi-Fi. You need to consider what you're going to be making use of while you're connected to that Wi-Fi. Another way you can be careful while you're connected to a public Wi-Fi or whatever Wi-Fi that you do not trust the source, be it private or public, is you make use of the Wi-Fi for a specific purpose. Be wary of the information that you are giving access to for that Wi-Fi. Meaning that, okay, maybe you quickly want to, quickly want to browse one or two things online and you need the Wi-Fi, so you can just go directly to Google, type what you want to type and leave. Be wary not to open certain personal social media handles or certain bank apps, so that you make sure that, okay, I am being careful and I am being safe. Who are those connected to the network, right? If it is a public network, you will see a list of people that are connected to that particular network. And once you see the list of people connected to it, you may want to log off immediately because you're not sure who is connected to it. Scammers may be connected to it. And once they have the method that can be used to hack your own information from their end. I also mentioned consider the activity you are doing. Make sure that the information you'll be sharing is not sensitive. And then also consider the location of the Wi-Fi. You being in one location and the Wi-Fi coming from another location is very, very shady. So you want to make sure that you're checking and cross-checking and ensuring that you're being careful and being safe online. Thank you very much. This brings us to the end of this morning's session. And I want us to remember that once it is concerning connecting to Wi-Fi, if you connect anyhow, you collect anyhow. So thank you very much. You have been very active. If you have questions that you want to say, ask, kindly drop them in the chat box. This is 10:45. We have like 15 minutes for us to take questions and answers and contributions because we're all learning. Thank you very much. If you have questions, somebody asked questions earlier, kindly drop them so we'll discuss about it and then we'll share. Okay. Somebody asked, how do we identify unsafe application? Olale, Olawale. Okay. How do you identify unsafe applications? Depending on the need or the use that you have for that application, if you're making use of your phone, Google has made it very easy for us, and the phone Android system has made it very easy that it will show you what application is safe and not safe. It will show you and warn you the peculiarities to that particular application that you're installing or downloading on your phone, right? Once you see that the dangers of it is high, you can easily shy away from it. Your system, if it is in your system that you're going to be, installing that application, you should have virus protect, or Windows 10 has it available for you, and they would warn you, oh, there's something wrong with this application. Do you still want to run it? It is better for you to not run it and get it to somebody who has better experience in installing those applications, because most times these hackers, they would create a false application of the particular one you're looking for, put it out there for you to download, especially if you're downloading it on the web. And once you download it, you've downloaded virus, or you have access to monitoring your activities like that. So it has been very great that Windows and all of these developers have made it easy for us by warning us. So it is now our responsibility to be wary of what we're being warned about. I'm trying to go back to the beginning of the question and answer session, so that I hope I've answered your question, Olawale.
Yes, very well,
Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you
right.
very
How
much.
can we get correct password for a locked Wi-Fi? Now, to get the correct password for a locked Wi-Fi, you have to ask the person that locked the Wi-Fi. What I mean when I say that you need to ask for a password before you can connect, it means that it is safe. For instance, now I know that hotels have Wi-Fi available, but it is locked to the password. And once you book, they give you the password. That means you can have free access to it, to that particular password. It just means that you're safe while you're using that password, right? So for whatever Wi-Fi you want to connect to and it is locked, you have to ask for access to that Wi-Fi by seeking for the password. So you cannot just make it up or create it from somewhere. I hope that answers you, Samuel Oluwademilade. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Thank you. Thank you very much. How does someone in Ibadan or Abuja log in accounts of a person in Lagos? To understand your question, are you asking, is it the same person's accounts? I don't follow. You can be in any location and log into anybody's account. I can be in Abuja and log into somebody's account that the person is not even in Nigeria. It is the internet. It is not location based. We're all connected online through a web. So one computer can be connected to another computer. So I do not really understand your question, Mudassir Olatunji Ibrahim. So I don't really know how to answer this. You said we should not share our BVN, but in banks we drop them. What if the banker is sacked or leaves the job? So is it advisable here? Now, when you share your BVN in banks, it is for them to help you out with certain information or certain requests that you have to carry it out, right? So whoever has access to your BVN and wants to make use of it cannot make use of it, because you are going to receive an OTP. It is OTP message. They will send you an OTP message on your registered phone number connected to that BVN. Or you're trying to make a transaction, confirm using this message. If that banker calls you and says, sir, send me that OTP message, and you send it to them, that is what puts you and your account at risk. So whoever has your BVN cannot just make use of it. That is why these online hackers are really trying their best to get access to your BVN, your phone number, and your WhatsApp. Because once they have access to the three connected like that, all of your information and all of your bank details is in the palm of their hands, and they can do whatever they want to do with it. I hope this answers your questions. Grace or Mobolaji. Now, is it possible to access information on a website without accepting the cookies? Now, most websites now restrict the way you can have access to information on their website because of black cookies. So what you can do is, on certain sites that have cookies and they are asking you to accept it, they also have options of selecting the type of cookies, preferences, my preference on the type of cookies that you want. So you can leave that select all, go to the drop down button and select on certain ones that you feel you're comfortable with. Also, I would like to add that even if you select all cookies, when you're done with our website, you can go back to your web browser. If you're using Chrome, you can go back to your web browser and open cookies section. When you open cookies section, you will see the option that says clear all cookies. Once you clear all cookies, they lose all the information that they have about you, and you're not going to have they're not going to have access to your information anymore, and you're not going to be receiving their advertisements anymore. So once you have accepted the cookies for that short period of time that you want to use that website, you can go to your web browser, go to the home button, and I wish I could show you guys this. Go to the home button and go to cookies. When you click cookies, you will see the option of clearing all cookies, and you can do all of that. We have lots of messages coming up, and I'm trying to answer as much as I can. I will not be handling the second part for today, but Latif. Thank you. The slides is going to be shared by the school manager, or whoever manages you is going to share. So before choosing a Wi-Fi, we should consider who is hosting it. The question is, if you are given a modem which you're giving free Wi-Fi, can it be monitored? Now, if I remember what a modem is, it is a piece of device that we can connect to our laptops or system for it, right? Anything can be installed into that modem, right? So connecting it to your system is not the issue, but clicking it and making use of it can be the issue. Excuse me. Clicking it and making use of it can be the issue. That is why I said most applications that we have now, most Windows applications, will tell you if something is wrong with that drive. It will alert you, oh, there's something wrong with this drive. Do you still want to make use of it? It is now your responsibility to discontinue the use and make sure that the source, whatever source is that you're making use of, is safe. If not, you do not have any problem and your information cannot be taken. How to detect unsafe website? I'm sorry, you see application fields to refer people. Okay, I think the afternoon session will answer your question, John. Then the difference between, okay, all of these are for the next session. Please fill your attendance